Yes, and that's the way we're kicking off Send It Sunday this week. Bowles Müller, yes, he is still doing it. A new move. Yes, it is a real new move. A kind of cross between a Kulo and a Kono. Is he calling it the Kuno? I don't know. People are trying to guess the name of this move. What do you think? Is it a good new move? But I mean, the guy just keeps impressing me. If you've been not following him on Instagram or something, get involved because he is posting some cool stuff. There is some winging on there. Oh, but there's some decent windsurfing. Even saw him landboarding the other day. Yes, punch on the beach. Now, I know Agajan and these guys were doing this ages ago and off ramps, but still pretty cool to see him busting out the moves. There's definitely a few people over in Jerry. This is obviously Brazil, Jerry Quacar. We went there last year. Club Ventos. Yeah, they put us up. Me and the missus, we had an epic time. If you are going to Brazil, Jerry, Club Ventos, honestly, absolutely prime location, right on the spot. Pretty amazing. I saw Jem Hall is there at the moment. He's got some clients. Colin Whippy Dixon, I think, has just turned up, which is pretty cool to see. And who else have we got? We've got this man. Yes, how's that? George, yeah, George Grisley with a full-on crazy shifty. That's like a tweaked out push loop, come shifty, come what? He's like, I'm not claiming it. I'm like, I'll be claiming that. Actually, that was kind of similar to when I first tried some shifties and absolute shit, but he went bigger, pulled it off. I'm looking forward to following that. Brazil obviously going off at the moment. They've had some great conditions, but somewhere in the world which isn't having as good a conditions as they did last year is Ludritz. Yes, the Ludritz Speed Challenge is on. All the big guns are there and they've all got this aim now. The next one is the 100 kilometers an hour. I'll be honest, I'm terrible with kilometers. I always work in knots, but all the big guns are there. You know, Vincent Valkner, we talked about him before. He's on Patrick now, changed from Neil Pride. We've got Antoine Albo changing from Neil Pride over to Severn. Gunnar Asmussen buying his own gig, going on Neil Pride. Obviously, Dunkerbeck is there. You know, there's, I mean, obviously all the big guns. We've got the UK crew, obviously Jenna Gibson, world record holder. Heidi Ulrich is there, you know, previous world record holder as well. And she is gunning for top spot. Could she beat Jenna Gibson this year? Plus the two UK boys going head to head, Jim Crossley, Simon Pettifer. Who else have we got? We've got Brendan Loho, one of the lightweights, and he's been throwing down some big speeds as well. I've probably missed a few people. Neil's Back has just done his own personal best, over 50 knots on the watch at Diaz Point. So if I've talked about Ludritz before, you've got the channel, which is where all the records and the official records are set. But the Diaz Point in the last few years has become really the hotbed, because when it's not so windy for the channel, because it needs to be howling, you can go to Diaz Point. It's the opposite way around, but they've been getting proper speeds there. It's open ocean, not in a channel, and it looks really interesting. So Neil Back, I think he did 51 something, which is incredible. Real big increase from him in the last couple of years. So the big news from Ludritz is there was a seal in the finishing area, which meant they couldn't do some runs the other day. No, actually, that's not the big news. The big news, I think, is tomorrow or today when you're watching this, it's looking windy. The next couple of days could be record breaking. Now, you never know in Ludritz. Sometimes the not so good forecasts come through and sometimes the really good forecasts don't deliver. But tomorrow looks good. I'm going to do a live stream. I'm threatening. If it looks good and we're seeing some speeds, I'll get on the live stream. So tune into that. I'll be on Windsurfing.TV. I will try and get them to send me videos, but it will be literally just a watch along. So if you're tuning in, you're watching the live scores, that's what it'll be. Whether we can get some action will be determined. If you watched last year, you will know. But it's pretty fun to be there and see the times coming in. And I think, yeah, I'm hoping we will get some records. Like I said, they have had wind there. I spoke to Pettifer earlier, and he said, it's like, I'm 107 kilos. I'm on a 5.5 and a 40 wide speedboard, and I'm getting down, you know, like, so it's not like it's light winds. But he said, the problem is, and I know this, when you go around the corner, as soon as as you bear off, you need so much wind to carry it through. And he says you're kind of cruising down, like limping down. You're still going over 40 knots, which is incredible, but it feels so slow. It feels like 20 knots, which I can definitely say is true. But where else has speed been going on? Well, I was checking the Water Speed app challenge because there's a PWA challenge plus the yearly challenge at the moment. So I'm just going to take a quick check. So challenges at the moment, PWA challenge ends in a day. I think you've got one more day to do it. Who's leading at the moment? Oisin van Gelder, 45.02. Over 250 meters. I think he peaked a Vmax of 48. So I was like, where is he? I clicked on the map and I was thinking, expecting, where's he going to be? So I zoom out and I'm looking, I'm like, Dublin? In Ireland? I'm like, are you kidding me? So I'm like zooming in thinking, where has he gone? And then I find out he's got a video online. I check out the video. Borough Beach in Dublin, 30 minutes he said from his house. He was on the 4.9, I think it was, or 4.7 or something like that, on his 37 wide. So absolute flat as a pancake. I also read, he said he reckons he could have peaked 50 if he'd have gone for it, but he was sort of holding back a bit. 48 knots Vmax, so impressive stuff. Shows you don't have to go to these far-flung places. So is everyone going to be heading to Dublin soon? No, because he said it probably works once every, every 2 years or something, but pretty cool to see Oisin right at the top of that. It looks like Simon Pettifer is in second place at the moment in that challenge. I'm guessing that is over in Ludritz where he set that. And then Dave Moorhead, it's like Dave Moorhead, 44 knots max speed, coming in at 39, clicking where he is at. I think I saw maybe another Tassie boy over in Port Sorrel in Tasmania, is that right? Yeah, in Tasmania. So the Tassie boys are all over it. I also saw another Tassie boy, Anthony Perkins, in 5th place. So yeah, impressive stuff. Keep up the Water Speed stuff. If you're not on the Water Speed app, get involved because we do have obviously the main challenge for the year as well. And we're going to be giving away a few Windsurfing TV hats to random people in that challenge. But make sure a member of Windsurfing TV. Yes, like these legends, you've chipped in beer money in the last 12 months, supported the channel basically, you are officially a member. We're about to launch a new website. It's very similar to the old one, but it's automatically updated, and I've got a few new things we're going to be doing, hopefully rewarding you guys that are supporting the channel as well, and it makes it all a bit easier, so stay tuned for that. We've also got to thank the sponsors, SavonShop.com. Yes, they are still supporting Send It Sunday. Yes, so if you want to rip it up like Bowles Müller, yeah, well, that might be difficult. But anyway, he is on the Savon gear. So massive thanks to those boys. So yeah, that is basically it for this week. Stay tuned. Like I said, please get involved tomorrow on the live stream. If you're interested in speed, we'll do our best to bring it to you. There's only one thing left to say, that no matter where you are in the world, don't forget to send it. No, I'm joking. I'm not going to do it this week. I forgot to say. I apologise for the last video. It was pretty rough. I think food poisoning or the kids poisoned me. But we did do a competition, didn't we? I need to give away a hat. I said for the best comment. And the comment that got the most thumbs up was this one. You win a cap. I think it was something, if I remember rightly, about I just watched a kite surfing video. I think it's fair enough. So you win a cap. Let me know. Just send me a message and I'll send it to you. Okay, that's it. Bye.